whole island stunk, it was unhealthy, and everybody was like, what is going on? And we plastered it all over the newspaper. I decided that I wanted to put a forum together. That was the start of the ball rolling.
When we first found this problem, for 9 months nobody seemed to care, nobody wanted to help, nobody really paid attention to what we were saying. Finally, Councilman Steve Brown at the City Council started paying attention and started making statements with us at the podium. It got the whole City Council involved, which inevitably got the whole city staff involved, and the city's doing a fantastic job now. SCCF is the same. It took a while to get them motivated, but because they are centered here on the island, and this problem starts upstream all the way in Orlando is where our problem starts, at the headwaters of the Kissimmee River. That's where the problem starts.
We were the first, and so we acted first. And we have a history on this island of being very protecting of our environment. I mean, this is what we're known for, protecting our environment. And obviously, as soon as our environment was being attacked, we decided we'd attack back and forced ourselves into a position where we wanted to defend what was ours, both from an environmental viewpoint and from an economic viewpoint.
PURRE stands for People United to Restore Our Rivers and Estuaries. We went on a campaign for membership. We didn't need that much money at the beginning until we realized the things that we really needed to do, because our first thing was educate the public. As we got into it more and more, then we realized where the fight had to be fought.
Initially, I thought it was all over. I thought our wonderful environment and everything was gone. And quite frankly, it was. If people hadn't gotten, really upset like they were and decide we're going to do something about it rather than just sit around and complain, I don't think things would have happened that way.
That's the only thing that makes a difference, is that their heart is in it. And of course, they've seen this with me, my heart's in it. And there are not many people that have that kind of commitment, or as Mike says, the fire in their belly.
They truly have taken great pains to educate themselves, to properly inform the community, to speak based on facts, not emotion.
SCCF stepped up to the plate and helped us get started and gave us the use of their building at their main office, and the use of Eric Lindblad, their executive director, for 5 months as our original chairman of PURRE. And now we're off island for the last couple of years on our own, and doing well, trying to maintain membership.
The more members we have, the louder voice we have, and the more we will be listened to and taken seriously. PURRE stays on top of all the issues and everything the decision makers are doing. And by doing that, citizens who care and are passionate about it can become a part of PURRE, learn about what's going on so they can spread the word, keep the water problems in the forefront of legislators' minds.
They keep it on the front burner. They keep the burners lit and warmed up. Because I will tell you too, in fairness to everybody, these are not simple issues. You can't just merely wave a wand and hope that it goes away. It doesn't work that way. They keep the pressure on our legislators, that's at the state and local level, at the county, municipal, and even to some extent the national level, because they do not hesitate in contacting our congressmen and our U.S. senators on issues affecting pollution or that will have an impact on it, and they're very effective.
Speaking of our lobby team, they've had great successes working with Senator Bill Nelson, Congressman Connie Mack. They all know who we are, and they all appreciate what we're doing, and they're offering their help, and they're doing what we ask.
It's really going to require a local grassroots effort to get the attention of the state and federal officials to truly recognize the importance of protecting our resources here in this community.
I've been fishing the waters of the Caloosahatchee River, Pine Island Sound, and the Gulf of Mexico for the last 10 years since I moved here. And over those 10 years, I've watched the fish stocks reduce to about 1/3 of what they were when I first got here. In comparison, when talking to some of the old timers, they tell me that was nothing as to what it used to be. We kind of hit a low spot the year after the hurricanes when several fish species really went down in numbers.
So we've got a two-front attack. We basically are supporting all the initiatives that various groups around us, PURRE being one, that are fighting the Lake O issue, We are supporting that, and we are actively involved in that through both the legal process and the legislative process. So I suggested that we focus on the urban runoff, the runoff that enters the rivers and enters our bays and estuary. And that pollution is the pollution that's caused by you and I.